Virgo, welcome to your reading. I hope that this message finds you while you're in good health and good wealth. I hope that you're doing something that you love today, tonight, this afternoon, whenever this message finds you, simply because you deserve to. Virgo, thank you for all of the likes, comments, subscribes, and donations to my channel. They truly mean the world to me. You guys are amazing. Never feel obligated to donate to my channel. If the messages do resonate and you feel called to, they're always welcome. They really do help me out a lot. Okay. I'll speak on this, but we're going to go a different route. We have innocence. The angels are advising you to embrace the wholesome qualities of your childhood. And we have friendship. The angels are encouraging you to spend more time with those who make you feel good. So I feel like you could be doing, and comfort under that. So yeah, Virgo, your guides, your angels, they're urging you to spend more time around people, places, and things that make you feel comfortable. Continue to do what you've been doing. As far as I'm aware of the Virgo collective, it's like you guys have been just in this process of kind of purging and cleansing. Like anything that's not really serving you, you've been kind of getting rid of it. But I do think that comes at a price, because when you are doing this filtration, I think I got the word right. Like when you're filtering out what you no longer resonate with, it brings up a lot of emotions for you because you start to see yourself, your current version of yourself, for who you really are. And with that comes facing the inner child and embracing the inner child, right? Forgiving your inner child, forgiving the people of your past for what happened to your inner child, right? And when you're doing that type of work, that type of shadow work, it is absolutely, I'm not going to say it's vital because not everybody has this or the opportunity to have this, but it really helps if you can have some type of comfort, right, in regards to friendships and just people that can understand you and won't judge you when you are experiencing those rougher emotions, right? Because embracing your childhood and the wholesome qualities, it sounds so beautiful, but I think the way I'm seeing it, how I've experienced it myself, is it is beautiful on the other side, but when you're looking at that brick wall, like, how do I get through this or over this? It's not the most comfortable, it's not the most enjoyable, but on the bottom we had innocence. And so I feel like Spirit's just calling you to kind of acknowledge what you've been through in the past in regards to your whole life, right? Not just your current situations, but your whole life, and really embrace that whole process that you've been through, right? The person that you are today, you would not be this same powerful, divine ass being if you did not experience all that craziness and all that beauty, right, in your past. And so I feel like you got to make friends with it, it just makes moving through the rest of your life a little bit easier. But I also don't think it's like a one-time process type of thing. I think it's kind of like healing. You're always doing it. There's always something that's going to trigger these memories and emotions, and you kind of you heal it as you go, So I feel like this reading is going to be centered around that. And I was going to go a different route with this reading, but because that message came out like that, Spirits, I don't know, I feel like that's very important. So let's get down to the business. I'll put innocence up here. For the Virgo collective, this could also be in regards to forgiving some friends, right? Friends that you used to really resonate with, maybe had a falling out with. Obviously, don't forgive them if you're not supposed to. First card out, we got Virgo, but the Hermit in reverse. So I'm curious. Six of Cups in reverse. Yeah. This is about the past, the pain of the past. I feel like you're confused in some way, or you don't know exactly which route to take in regards to healing past connections, relationships, or experiences that have wronged you, that have hurt you, right? You might be a bit out of sorts because of that. Emperor in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse, could definitely be friendships, right? We got friendship out here. I'm talking to a Virgo that you had a falling out with some people that you used to really love. And it was not your fault, but it could have been. I don't know. Let's see. What else we got? Seven of Pentacles. You're reflecting on the past. Or you're just reflecting on your present. I don't know. You're definitely maybe a bit isolated at the time, or the type of spiritual healing that you're doing is a bit isolated, because we do have the Hermit out. Although it's in reverse, it just tells me that you're not finding the answers that you're seeking for. You know, you're not coming to the conclusion very quickly. And that's also why the Seven of Pentacles is here. It's like there's a desire to understand more about yourself. I could already tell I'm going to enjoy this reading. I like when they come out. I like when it's a puzzle for me, you know, as a reader. I don't like things that are just so easy to read. Center of your reading with the Eight of Wands in reverse. Yes, there is a lack of either communication with these people that you used to experience in the past, maybe a lack of forgiveness, a lack of desire to even interact with them again. But I feel like your soul, right, in the depths of you, and this could be them or you, the energy I'm picking up on, this could be them desiring to communicate with you, or you desiring to communicate with them. And it doesn't have to be friends. It can be past lovers, family members, right? It can be anybody that you were really close to that brought you comfort. Like, this card just looks this card to me looks like familial, right? But then the other card we have out is friendship. And your overall energy is to embrace that inner child, really. Because it's going to free you. I feel like you've been in your mind a lot, Virgo. And potentially you know what action to take or what you want to communicate at the very least. But there's a lack of communication because you might be stuck in your head, right? With the Seven of Pentacles and Hermit in reverse, you might be a bit stuck not knowing how to communicate what you need to communicate. And I'm not saying this is you trying to mend a connection. I'm just saying, with the Tower on the bottom and the Nine of Cups. So I'm not saying this is you trying to mend a connection. I'm just saying this is you maybe seeking closure, or maybe seeking some type of definitive ending, right? Which also speaks to closure, but it's like it doesn't have to be reconciliation is all I'm saying. I just see a desire for you to kind of communicate something to the past, or even past loved ones that brought you comfort, but not knowing how to get that communication across. And then we have the Three of Wands in reverse. You're growing impatient. And the Two of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Three of Cups again. And the Ten of Wands. This has been so burdensome for you because you feel like a cycle is not completed. There's some type of closure that has not been had, right? In regards to potentially you healing this inner child, potentially you seeking closure with others or past loved ones. But I just see you in this very reflective state, wanting to release this burden so that you can come back to yourself in a very full and authentic way, a very vibrant way. But it's like you have unfinished business, or somebody has unfinished business with you that they want to kind of just, They want to get off their chest. They want to express so they can either put a close to this connection for good or so that they can mend this relationship. But our clarifiers will help guide us. On the split, the 8 of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Cups. So there was a situation you were dealing with, Virgo, that you did not want to walk away from. It's something that you had a lot of love for, right? Potentially a friendship because it brought you so much comfort, or potentially just a relationship or connection that because it brought you so much comfort, the ending of it was not something that made sense to you, or that it was difficult for you to process. It still ended, but it's like you still are desiring this closure, or they're desiring this closure from you, right? This lover, this friendship, family member, but it hasn't been had yet. Clarify the Hermit in reverse, Spirit. The Moon, yeah. And the Strength card. I feel like you've been... And the Page of Cups in reverse. So Virgo, if this is you I'm talking to, and don't get offended, Virgo, I'm not here to give you all the pretty messages all the time, okay? Sometimes they got to come out like this. But it's not mean either. It's just honest. That's what I'm seeing. I feel like you have... You've known who you kind of want to have closure with. You've known what you need to make peace with from your past. But you have been, you've been in awareness of who it is or what it is that you need to forgive or apologize to, or you want an apology from, right? Like, you know what you want closure with or who from. But you have been, basically with the Hermit in reverse, it's like you are in awareness of it. You are enlightened to it. But you are being so stubborn with this Strength and this Moon card because you don't want to, what's that word? How do I say this nicely? You don't want to, like, I'm just going to say it bluntly. You don't want to be the bigger person in this situation. You don't feel like you should have to be the bigger person, right? And because of that, because of you kind of knowing what you need to do or what you want, but not taking action because you're waiting for someone else to take action, is really creating some turbulence in regards to your emotions for you. And I know I probably, at this point in the video, I probably lost a lot of Virgos. I'll see you again later. Don't worry. But the real ass Virgos are staying, and they're going to stay to the whole video because I feel like this message just needs to get out for some Virgos. Clarifying the 7 of Pentacles is the Knight of Cups in reverse. This could have been a past love situation, but really it's just a past connection that you really loved. Could have been even multiple people, right? With this 3 of Pentacles. People that you used to build with, grow with. Ace of Cups, 4 of Swords. People that really, really meant a lot to you. But it ended because you had to cut them off, or they had to cut you off, right? With this King of Swords, Queen of Swords in reverse, and 4 of Swords. It's like, this is a connection you did not want to end, but it ended. And this is what you're seeking closure from, or you desire this like one, or you desire an apology from. Like, you feel like you deserve an apology, and that's what's helping you. And you feel like that will help you get closer to this innocence energy, right? This friendship, this comfort, this innocence that you used to experience within this connection that you used to deal with, that you used to love. You're in reflection on it or of it because it's something that's going to help you find peace, and you're desiring this communication. You want forward movement in regards to settling this and finishing this, mending this connection, and you're growing very impatient with it with this 3 of Wands in reverse. But like I said, you may be a bit stubborn. Look, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. So something really didn't work out in the past, and the Death card, and potentially, I mean, that is exactly what we should have seen right there. Something ended, and you're looking back on the ending in the reflection of it, like, why did this end? Why did this not work? Virgo, it was so that you could grow. This situation did you wrong in the past because it was helping you grow, right? Even in hindsight, if it was your parents that scarred you, if it was this inner child wounding that you have not healed or faced yet, and you're trying to figure out how to face it, knowing you need to face it, but not knowing how to go about it. It happened to build this version of you that you currently are. Although you might feel lost in how to go about it, Virgo, you are so much more than you ever have been before. Think about it. Think about it. When you look in the mirror, right? And you look at yourself today, you cannot tell me that you are less than you have been before. You can't. You've only gone through more experiences. You've only gained more wisdom, more knowledge. Like, you've only become a more evolved spiritual being. Because keep in mind, we are spiritual beings having a human experience, right? You're a spiritual being before a human. All of these emotions, I feel like personally, this whole reading aside, personally, I feel we come here to experience these emotions, because I don't feel that we can experience these emotions to the depths that we do as humans when we're with Source. Because when you're with Source, it's the oneness, right? Everything is one. You don't experience happy and sad on your own time and accordance, right? It's just, you feel what you feel when the collective feels it. And I feel like that is a blessing, right? And so it's important to kind of just take that into accountability when you're processing this or reflecting on this, because you would not be this version of you. I just saw the Three of Swords too. You wouldn't be this version of you if you hadn't gone through all of these difficult experiences, regardless of who hurt you or what hurt you or who you hurt, or, you know, how you hurt someone. Whatever you're seeking closure from, even if it's forgiveness to yourself for hurting someone. My readings are so damn deep. I love it. The Hermit in reverse over the Eight of Wands. Hermit in reverse. Hermit in reverse. The World in reverse. There's something that has not finished for you, Virgo. I don't mean to laugh. I'm not laughing at this reading. I'm laughing at, like, and the Three of Swords on the bottom. I'm just laughing because tarot is a beautiful art. It really is. Under that, Justice in reverse, Seven of Swords in reverse, Queen of Pentacles. I just feel like with this Three of Swords and Justice in reverse, you could be dealing with a Libra, both cards of Libra. We also have Virgo. We also have Sagittarius with the Eight of Wands, but in reverse. There's something that you have not said. There's something that you need to express or release to get back in alignment with yourself fully and authentically, because this pain that is on your heart space right now is weighing. Clarify this Eight of Wands. Queen of Wands. It's like you are trying to reconnect with your personal power in your heart space. And we got the Two of Cups on the bottom and the Two of Cups to end. So I know it's all connected. There's something you got to say to somebody, or there's something or an apology that you're expecting, and you need it. You need it to move forward. There's something that is preventing you from feeling like yourself, because you're desiring either, like, this change, this ending has already happened. Death is already here. You're desiring an apology, or you're desiring forgiveness, you know, whether it's within yourself or from another. You need it so that you can step back into this power, Virgo. And I'm not saying you're not in your power. I'm just saying with this Page of Pentacles and this Sun, it's like, you know that there's a deeper level, or a more authentic level or version of yourself that is to be experienced. And you feel as though you can't experience this until you let this thing of the past go, even if it roots as deep to your childhood. Ten of Cups, clarifying the Three of Wands in reverse. Your impatience is due to you knowing that you've already let go or moved on, or that this situation is done, and that your abundance, the true fulfillment, the true blissfulness that can make you happy, is on the other side of this apology or this forgiveness. But with the Seven of Pentacles here again, and the Eight of Pentacles, it's like you just feel like you're constantly running in a loop. Like, you know what you need to do or how you could do it in order to get this fulfillment or abundance or blissfulness, this comfort, this stability within your life. You know what you got to do. But it's like you're doing everything in a very counterintuitive way. It's like, you need to for example, you need to apologize to this person, but you're trying to do inner spiritual work to obtain the forgiveness that they would give you by forgiving yourself. Like, that's not going to work. If you know that you need someone else to forgive you for something you did to them, the only thing that's going to fulfill that is their forgiveness to you. Or another example, if you know that you require or desire an apology from someone because they did you so wrong, and they're not giving you that apology, and so you try to fulfill that void or that need or desire by forgiving yourself for how you showed up in the situation that you desire forgiveness from them for, to you, right? To mend that, heal that, then it's not going to fulfill that void. It's not going to get you what you want. If you're forgiving yourself when you know you need an apology from them, you're not going to get it's going to be a superficial or artificial, that's a better word, artificial way of that forgiveness or apology that you're seeking. Clarifying 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's like you want to move on, you want to move forward, you want to be independent or away from this situation because of what you see on the other side of it, right? Your impatience is very real in regards to the healing that needs to happen. But there's still a lack of communication. And with the World card here, it tells me everything I need to know. In the 4 of Cups in reverse, like, you're ready. You're ready to kind of own up or face whatever it is you need to face, do whatever it is you need to do, reach out to whoever it is you need to reach out to, because you're tired of sitting in this Knight of Swords in reverse, 9 of Pentacles in reverse, knowing that on the other side of facing this energy is the 10 of Pentacles, right? All clarifying your impatience with the 3 of Wands in reverse. And that I know this because the world is here. Like, you know what's going to fulfill this desire, this completion. And now it's just time for you to do it, right? You've connected to yourself on a very authentic and real level because you had nothing else to do. You already lost the people. You already been through the experience way back when. So now this is all just internal shit that you're holding within you that you have been trying to process, but maybe not going about in the correct ways of processing. And now with this 2 of Cups, it's like you're facing, that was reversed, upright. You're facing, I'm not going to say your demons, but you're facing the truth, right? With this 2 of Cups, you're facing the truth. You're ready to face the truth because you're tired of running in loops. Clarify 2 of Cups for my Virgos. Shuffle. Okay. 2 of Cups on the split. Queen of Pentacles. You're trying to come back to self. And honestly, for some Virgos out there, this is not an apology or forgiveness that you need to. It's not something that needs to happen face to face. This is something like, if this is just you between you, right? You and your higher self. You need to forgive yourself for your past, for your childhood, for whoever did you wrong, right? This can be something that is internal, or something that, if it's you forgiving another, right, that has done you wrong, this can be something that is just internally done. If it's somebody you have no contact with, you don't need to reach out to them and have contact. Hierophant. Look, this is something that's going to put you back on your path, Virgo. Ace of Cups upright. Something that is going to put you back on your path. As slow as this whole journey and progression has went for you, or this coming to terms of has been for you with this Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups, it is something that truly makes you feel like you're back to yourself. With the 6 of Pentacles, this conversation is going to bring you balance, if this is a conversation. We also have the Ace of Wands. What the hell was that? 7 of Cups and the 2 of Swords. I feel like you're going to have a difficult time embracing this conversation or kind of hearing this other side out, or even if it's just forgiveness to yourself, you're going to have a difficult time kind of forgiving yourself. But your higher self is guiding this whole process with the Hierophant, right? And it's bringing you nonetheless more balance. As confusing and as difficult as it may be internally and emotionally, balance is the name of the game for you, because that's all you're regaining is your strength, your personal power, releasing yourself from all this guarded energy you used to be in with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, and now with the Tower. It's like the destruction of everything that you built up. You surrounded all these walls with, right? Your heart, your love, your being, because of what was done wrong to you in the past. You're finally facing the music and just letting it all crumble so that you can come back to yourself in a beautiful and authentic way. Advice. The Eight of Pentacles. Do not give up. No matter where you're at in this journey, continue to do the work that you need to do, right? Emotionally, spiritually, because the payout in regards to the work you're doing on an internal level is going to be unmatched, right? No money can match the fucking currency or the exchange rate, right, of the spiritual abundance that comes, or the spiritual liberation that comes from facing yourself and your past. Beautiful. Seven of Pentacles. And don't rush the process. As much as you might know what you want or who you are, and you know the decisions that you need to make with this Judgment, as much as you might know, don't rush the process. You are divinely guided and protected with this Temperance. Two very powerful cards in the Major Arcana. Don't rush the process, because Spirit knows where you're at. Spirit sees you every day. Spirit knows your thoughts. Spirit knows exactly why it is you're feeling what you're feeling, why it is you're doing what you're doing, even when you're fighting yourself, right? So be patient with yourself, because there is no rush. You feel what you need to feel when you feel it and when you're ready to heal it, okay? Don't let this reading make you feel like you need to start diving deep in your soul and figuring out what it is you need to make peace with. No, it's tarot. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If it doesn't resonate right now, that's okay. Maybe come back in a month, a year, you know, whatever, 10 years. It might resonate then, it might not. This might not be for you, but for some Virgos out there, especially if you're still here, and I've been talking all this real shit, which I can do this every reading, but I choose not to because I know it turns people off. But shit got to be faced sometimes. Five of Pentacles. You have all Pentacles. This tells me this is you dealing with yourself this whole reading. Realigning yourself, balancing yourself. Temperance again. And the Chariot in reverse. You're trying to get out of this stuck and stagnant time period of your life. I thought I heard a knock. And you're being very discerning about what needs to leave and what can stay, right? With this Queen of Swords. You're not fucking around with yourself because you know how important yourself is, right? It's time to leave shit out in the cold that's not serving you. And that includes versions of yourself, emotions, thought patterns, feelings that no longer serve you. If they're not bringing you any benefit, right? If the work that you're doing is being hindered or stagnated by these thoughts, beliefs, patterns that you are creating for yourself, then you need to do the reflection necessary to remove those thoughts, patterns, beliefs, whatever, and move on, right? Because it's time to heal when you're ready to heal. But nonetheless, it's time to heal. We're always, everybody, not just Virgos, we're always all in a constant state of needing to be healed, because we're part of the oneness. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you think you've done all your healing, you're still part of the collective. You still need to heal. But not everybody's there, so I get that. But right now on an individual level, it is do what you got to do for you, because you know what it is internally. Tarot can only take you so far. I can make you aware maybe of what you might need to do or might need to be aware of, but I'm just an instrument for spirit. So take it as it resonates, and I love you, and goodbye, Virgo.